So, we're here to talk about the banners. I was going to do this video earlier, like before the update came out. But I don't know, the update's out now. I didn't do it, and now I can. So, it's actually really weird because for the first time we have multiple reruns in the same actual banner here. So, that kind of makes things a bit different. Because there's 4 banners right now, I'm only going to talk about this patch's first half. The second half, it's its own thing going on, so maybe I'll do a little bit about that, talk about Lingshaw, maybe how worthwhile it is to pick up Topaz. And it probably is actually worthwhile to pick up Topaz, just because she's good with some characters that have come out recently, and there's a chance she's going to be good with more characters in the future, but we'll talk more about that later. Fei Zhao is obviously the big thing that's coming out this patch. Moza is a new 4-star character that you can run alongside Fei Zhao, and I'm sure in some other interesting team comps as well. I don't have him, by the way. I have Fei Zhao. I have Fei Zhao's Light Cone as well, but I don't have Moza, and that is something that has upset me a little bit. I'll talk a bit about Fei Zhao teams as well. This isn't necessarily an optimal team. I don't have Robin, which is really the best support for. So let's just jump into that and why you should pull Fei Zhao and pull Robin at the same time. Fei Zhao is another Hunt DPS. She's a wind character, and she kind of works like Acheron does, where she has an alternate sort of energy gauge instead of the traditional energy you get from getting hit and hitting enemies. She just gains stacks that eventually grant her ult charge depending on how many times she attacks and how many times her allies attacks. That's why it's good to run her with characters that can attack more frequently. Characters like Topaz are obviously a pretty good match with her, and also basically all of Fei Zhao's damage is follow-up attack damage, so Topaz buffing follow-up attack damage kind of helps that as well. But if you're looking for a main DPS unit, Fei Zhao is a really, really good option, especially if you have units like Topaz, units like Aventurine, units like Robin. You can run her with Moza as well. You can run her with March 7th, who is free. Hunt March 7th, obviously not. I mean, you could use Preservation. I mean, Preservation March 7th has follow-up attacks. It's basically the same thing, right? But anyway, yeah, she's a really, really good DPS unit. Definitely worth picking up. If you like the character, obviously pick her up. And if you just need a new DPS, pick her up as well. Her Light Cone's really good. It gives her crit rate. Gives her a bunch of defense ignore as well. So, I mean, this is actually a really good Light Cone. 50% crit rate. That's just really good. Like 54 defense ignore, which is just a massive amount of defense ignore. That is over half. So that's pretty good. So yeah, Fei Zhao, really, really good unit. I pulled her. Only character I'm getting off this patch. So yeah. As for this, which is really cool, by the way, just the general idea that they are doing 3 reruns on the same banner here is kind of convenient. They have just an entire dot team here. If you want to get, the 2 premium dot characters, you can. They're both available right now. If you want Acheron, if you want to do like Acheron Black Swan things as well, you can, because you like Yuri. I don't know. You can do that as well. But they're both just really cool characters. Both very good characters. Both kind of fan favorite characters as well because they're hot women. I don't know. But yeah, Robin, best character on this banner, I would say. Just because, I mean, she has the bonus of being a 5-star Harmony unit, which automatically makes you broken. The only 5-star Harmony unit I don't have, just because she's running at inconvenient times. Which, hey, it is what it is. But she's a really, really good unit. If you're building follow-up attack teams, she's really good. She's good in dot teams, good in whatever kind of teams you want. Like, I mean, you could run all 3 of these characters together if you really want to. Honestly, who's going to stop you? Not me. But yeah, I mean, all of these characters have a case for being pulled, and as always, my, advice is always just pull whichever character you like the most. But if you're talking about just general team building purposes, Fei Zhao, really good DPS to use with units like Aventurine, units like Topaz, and she has some good non-premium options as well, like Moza and March 7th Hunt. So she's just a really good unit. Robin, really, 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 really broken support. Use her in any kind of team you want, basically. I mean, if you're building like a break team, then yeah, I use Ruan Mei instead, but her and Ruan Mei are pretty interchangeable in most other teams. There's some situations where Ruan Mei can be slightly better. There's some teams where not Topaz, where Robin can be slightly better, so very much worth getting, especially if you don't have a character like Ruan Mei, someone that can buff multiple characters at once. You definitely are really going to benefit from getting Robin on your account. I should get Robin. I'm not going to because I want Lingshaw. But yeah, so Robin, really, really, really good unit. Definitely worth your time, definitely worth pulling. And then Black Swan and Kafka, if you just like either the characters, or if you're wanting to build dot, then, you have the 2 best dot 5-stars in the game. So you can pull one of those, pull both of those, if you want to jumpstart sort of dot for your account. Now, they haven't released good dot units since Black Swan, so maybe we'll get one in the near future, who knows. But yeah, these are both really good characters if you're wanting to build dot. I have not built dot, so I can't really tell you a whole lot about, how good Dot is in what situations, because it's just not a playstyle that I've invested very much in. So yeah, they're both very, very good characters though, and definitely worth getting. So overall, 4 really good characters are on banner right now. We'll have Lingshaw on banner after this. If you want another premium sustain, she's always a good option. She's probably going to be good in a couple different kinds of teams, break teams, and probably... It seems like they're going to be releasing units that focus on characters that have summons or pets or whatever, like Topaz, Jingyuan, of course, and of course, like Lingshaw. It seems like there's going to be more of that in the future, so she might be good for that kind of team as well. So if you're interested in maybe getting a jump start on what's probably going to be a new style of team that'll come up in the not-so-distant future, Lingshaw is a really good option for that as well. And then Topaz, like I said, is going to be just good for a couple different things. Follow-up attack teams in general. She's good with Fei Zhao, so very much all those units are worth getting. And as always, it's going to come down to your preference, right? I mean, that's just kind of what it is. But of course, if you want to build Dot, they have the entire core for it right here. If you want a really busted support, pull Robin. If you want a healer, wait and pull Lingshaw. If you want a new cool DPS, pull Fei Zhao. If you want to, you know, support your follow-up attack teams and have a good secondary damage dealer as well, wait and pull Topaz. Short, sweet, to the point. Already mentioned Moza. He's a cool character. Luke is here if you want to do some fun Dot stuff as well. Asta's just kind of here. Yeah, that's about all I got. I know this is pretty quick, pretty short, not a whole lot going on, but that's just kind of my very basic thoughts. I guess I can show you kind of some ideas I'm doing with Fei Zhao while I'm here. Like I said, this is kind of what I'm doing right now, but you can, Sparkle, not the optimal choice here. Robin would probably be the optimal choice here, well, definitely would be. You can use Ruan-Mei, though, as well. If you're focusing less on the crit damage boost from Sparkle and focusing more on just the action advance, you can run Bronya here instead. And obviously you don't have to, you know, do any of this at all. Like, you can run other characters. Like I said, you can run, where the hell is March? Where's March? You can run March 7th. I mean, I don't know why I took out Topaz. Like, you could run Triple Hunt if you wanted even, you know, like, this is a viable team option as well. You know, you get a March 7th, just has some more attacks while also buffing Fei Zhao. And everybody here does a little bit of damage. Of course, the downside here is you're not getting any kind of group buffer like you would if you had Robin or Ruan-Mei. But there's other options as well. I mean, shit, if you just want a bunch of people that deal damage, screw it, you know? Let me get... where'd he go? Am I missing him? Oh, yeah. Just do this, why not? This probably isn't, this isn't a great idea. But everyone here does damage, so that's cool. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Fei Zhao, if you have units that just get multiple attacks off, take a bunch of action, she's going to get her ult up faster, and that's going to allow you to deal more damage, so... units that act fast, have multiple attacks like Topaz, very good. Aventurine obviously is her best sustain because he can do follow-up attacks as well. And then any kind of character that's going to buff her, like, you know, that's the thing. Like, the benefit of units like Bronya and Sparkle is that you're going to get more Fei Zhao actions, you're going to get stacks faster that way. Characters like March are going to take a bunch of actions, while also giving Fei Zhao, you know, some buffs as well. And then a character like Ruan-Mei is just going to make all of your units deal more damage, because, you know, all 3 of these characters can deal damage, you know, so that's pretty good. So, I don't know, that's just very brief. This is, kind of went into a Fei Zhao, just kind of my opinions video, I guess, instead of a, just strictly a, banner review, but you guys know what I mean. I don't know. But I think Fei Zhao is really cool. I also just finished the story as well, no spoilers on that, but I think her character's pretty cool. I actually really like all the 3 characters. I like her, Jiao Qiu, and Moza a lot. They all seem like really cool characters. But yeah, that's about all we got. She also got really dope looking eyes and really big ears. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just ready for Lingshaw.